We have a Patreon, and it's free.
And it's free. Like, actually free.
Yep, completely free. We finally set up a place where you can get a peek behind the scenes, help shape the podcast, vote on stuff, and just create a community.
And you'll eventually snag some rewards that we're cooking up.
So please go follow us on Patreon at Best Year Ever Pod.
And while you're at it, follow us on all our socials.
All right, let's start the show. Welcome to Best Year Ever, a movie podcast where each week, one movie at a time, we'll attempt to answer this very important question. Was 1984 the best year ever for movies? I am your host, Jesus Gonzalez, and with me is the epic, mythical, and sometimes brutal Casey Glenn.
Hey, Zeus.
Hi, Casey. You like that?
Yeah. Yeah, that was good.
Accurate.
Mm-hmm.
What movie are we watching, Casey?
We are watching not Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Destroyer.
Did he destroy things? I didn't think he destroyed them.
There was no destruction. We destroyed some mirrors.
Yeah, a whole wizardy crystal palace got destroyed, but
Yeah.
it wasn't really his fault.
No.
I came into this movie with very low expectations. I thought I was gonna watch like a TV movie budget type, not great settings, but it surprised me in some aspects. I like the cinematography and I like the background and the costumes, but man, was it slow.
It was very slow. The costumes were gorgeous.
Yeah.
They did not make sense.
Nope.
Because they're out in the middle of the desert and they're wearing fur pelts.
Sure.
And I'm like, what is happening?
They're in the middle of the desert, and then they're in the middle of a forest,
Yeah.
and then
We get like sand dunes after the forest.
Yeah.
And then we get into the plains. Like,
Yeah.
where are we?
Yeah, no, this was a weird movie to watch, definitely, and specifically weird for me because those dunes that you mentioned were just outside of my hometown in Juarez.
Wow. That's really cool.
I used to play paintball in those sand dunes. How? A lot of running. And
Yeah.
if you see one bush, you will hide under that little bush.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
And also, you get in some Jesus lore. You haven't had Jesus lore in a while.
Yeah.
Every Sunday, I used to go to this restaurant with my grandma to have breakfast. And right outside the restaurant, for no reason, just because it was there, they had the cage at the very beginning, the wooden cage. They had that right outside of the restaurant. The original prop from the
Wow.
movie.
But just why not, you know?
Why? Because it was left there, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of this movie was me looking. Oh yeah, I kind of recognize those things. This is mostly filmed in Mexico.
That's cool.
A lot of it was some of it in Arizona, but a lot of it was around my hometown, Ciudad Juarez. Coahuila. I did a little bit of digging, and a lot of the interiors were filmed in Studio Churubusco, which are a film studio in Mexico City. So a lot of this production is Mexican, is very Mexican, and in a way it feels very Mexican from that era. If people have watched movies from El Santo, like this type of very pulpy wrestling movies, that's the feeling that I got. So I think just because of that, this went up a little bit for me. Like I just enjoyed it a tiny more than you, but I think it was just mostly nostalgia. Anyway, Letterboxd. Our very own Casey Glenn, you gave it 2 stars. Wow, a rare 2-star. Never thought a movie could be so boring. Was excited for Uncle Iroh too. Oh, Uncle Iroh also. I was thinking Aku from Samurai Jack.
Oh, wow. Look at that generation.
He's the bad guy. No, I'm sorry, but those are contemporary. Avatar, The Last Airbender, and Samurai Jack are kind of the same.
They have a little bit of overlap, but there's also, like, my brother, who's 6 years older than me, probably more familiar with Samurai Jack than he is with Avatar. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm looking it up because Samurai Jack.
Because I remember watching Samurai Jack. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, you might be right. First episode, 2001. Wow.
Casey is right about something. Shocker.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh, okay. I'm also. No, you know what? You're wrong. I'm right.
All right, fine. All right, fine.
Avatar: The Last Airbender is 2005.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
But
Wait, hold on. When were the last episodes of each series?
that's a little unfair because Samurai Jack didn't have a lot initially, but then it came back.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Good thing I edit all of this out because it is a little hard to see because it skipped because episode season 1 through 4. Let me just look season 4. Also, there's some news that came out that Genndy Tartakovsky almost got Dave Filoni's job. George Lucas offered to him, and he just didn't want it. 2003.
Okay.
Avatar: The Season 3 was 2008.
Okay, yeah.
It's only 3 seasons. I always forget that Avatar is only 3 seasons.
I always think it's at least 4.
Yeah. Well, because it was book 2, 3, and 4. Because 1 is air.
Yeah.
And then 2 water, earth, and fire. I was just about to say they should do another Avatar series, but then I forgot they did have one.
They did. And it was decent too, wasn't it?
They're coming out with a second season.
Ooh.
Toph is gonna be introduced. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, I think your review is like one of the most interesting ones. A lot of these reviews are very, I don't know.
People were saying a lot about this movie, and I was like, I don't think there's that much to talk about, but they were yapping.
It's very kids they don't know. It is very D&D 80s.
Yeah,
like second or first edition D&D Conan. Like
the D&D aspect really didn't click with me, or like didn't
it clicked with me. That's why I enjoyed more.
Well, I didn't clock it. That's what I must say. I didn't clock it until the end, where she's assigning all of them positions, and I was like, "Oh, this Loki a D&D campaign."
All of it was the boss encounters. Yeah, you have like a mid-level boss encounter in the middle of your campaign, and then you go to the big bad evil guy. So that's why I enjoy it a little bit more.
Yeah.
This 2.5-star review. A decent campaign. Barbarian subclass is OP. A little combat habit, and the DM needs to work on the narrative. Too bad it's only an escort mission for the sister from Wonder Years. Oh, that's right. And there's just 2 boss fights. Suitable for characters level 3 to 5. Make sure your party has a Grace Jones and lots of double-sided tape.
Yeah.
Grace Jones was great. Like her face acting was amazing. 2.5 stars. Love watching Will Chamberlain ducking as he goes through every door. Yep. So tall. I'll just do this one. 3.5 stars. Watching with the sound off whilst enjoying some post-shift libations. And it's the most metal D&D campaign. Still waiting for that Conan the Conqueror to close out the trilogy. You're not wrong. Like, it is a silent movie, and you could just watch it with
I think I might have enjoyed that more.
Yeah, some heavy metal,
because it would have like
power
forced
metal.
my brain to like be more engaged. I think this is like most of the time whenever we watch a movie for the podcast. Actually, I will say 99.5% of the time, whenever we're watching a movie for the podcast, I put my phone away. I don't look at it. Like, I am focused on the movie unless I'm like struggling to understand what's going on. This movie, I was like,
I was also peeking.
Yeah.
Phone time.
Yeah, it was difficult. Yeah, once again, if there wasn't any sound, I would have been like, okay, what do I think is happening right now?
I feel like a lot of 84 movies are really good to put on the background, sound music, and you'll kind of watch it. Like, oddly, I think 84 or 80s movies are very good Netflix movies. Like, Netflix assumes that you're not watching, you're kind of distracted. Like, there's an interview with Matt Damon that he said that the executives at Netflix with their latest movie told him, hey, you should say the name of the movie 3 or 4 times every so often so people know what they're watching.
Exactly.
I feel like this is kind of similar to that. It's not that it's so almost, and I'm giving it way too much credit, but it's almost meditative in the sense that it's just like a really nice environment setting, background. You get some like 2 or 3 okay fights. Everything seemed improvised.
Yeah.
Was there a script? I don't know. Does it matter?
Clue.
It doesn't.
Yeah, there were script beats, and then that was it. No, but I think also this is an idea that just came to me. You know how like people have lost like their third place like after like in a post-COVID world, right?
Yeah.
where like I feel like this movie is like the perfect movie for like the third place. Like this movie is great to play at a bar, right? Where it's like you don't have any noise, you don't have any sound, like you can just like watch it if you're there, and like you catch like some things, and then like you can check in and out as desired.
Casey, are we starting our own business that we're gonna call the third place?
Is it just gonna be a bar?
Yeah, pretty much. I wasn't gonna say a bar, but yes, a bar. If there's not a bar right now that is called the third place,
there should be at this
shame
point.
on you, world.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's do the background. Conan the Destroyer. With a budget of 18 million, box office of 30 million, is great. Directed by Richard Fleischer, produced by Rafaela De Laurentiis, and he's like a famous producer that did a lot of these type of pulpy movies. Edited by Frank J. Uristo, or Uristi? Starring Arnold Schwarzenegger as Conan the Destroyer, Grace Jones as Zula, Will Chamberlain as Bombata, who was a foot bigger than Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was great. I like, oh, he looked tiny next to Bombata. Mako as Akiro, I think he's my favorite character. Also, did you recognize his voice?
Have you seen my Letterboxd review?
No, I have not actually.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm excited. Tracy Walter as Malak, Sarah Douglas as Queen Taramis, and Olivia Deabo as Princess Jenna. Way too young to kiss Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
The 80s. Wild.
The 80s. What are you going to do?
All right, let's get into Letterboxd and look at your review.
While you're getting into Letterboxd, I will say these names, so Star Wars coded to me.
Yeah. There's a reason why this came out in 1984.
Yeah. Like, Jenna spelled like that. Bombata. I'm like, good show.
Chewbacca. Yeah. Big furry guy next to the protagonist.
I wasn't even thinking about that, but that works,
Yeah. I don't think any of these characters or names or storylines are based on the actual comic book. Like, I think from the comic book, they just kind of borrowed the look and the name.
Also, Dagoth, the monster, or the giant, but like Dagoth, Dagobah, so close,
Oh, was it Andre the Giant? Oh, I didn't know that. Which monster? The last one, right?
Yeah.
Because the other one, we'll get into that. The other monster, he was played by the actor who played all of the big burly guys that got killed by Indiana Jones in the Indiana Jones movie. Like the Nazi, like the bald one that gets like, yeah. Have you seen the Indiana Jones movies? Okay. Those are actually really good. Anyway, with that, let's get into the movie. So we start in a very familiar place to me. Like I said, I used to play paintball. This is kind of all that they're on the same area. You have the dunes, and then right next to the dunes, you have, I think it's the mountain range. And there's like mountain lions and maybe a bear or two in there. It's always kind of rumors. Very important prehistoric site. Going into nerdy things. The first apartment complex in America was found there. And like, this is when the rumored natives from like north immigrated to Mexico City, and then they became the Aztecs. And along the way, they stopped here and have this civilization that they discovered a few decades ago. So it makes sense to set this prehistorical movie in places like this. It feels that way. So I really enjoy that about this movie. I also thought it was funny that they didn't have the sepia filter, but they did have the red filter.
The filter was filtered.
And it only was applied here.
Yeah.
Because, you get like the landscape, you get a slow-mo, red filter, epic music, and you get like an intro setting the time frame. I didn't like the time frame. I feel like it would be better if you kind of just keep it vague. You don't even say it's Earth. Like, I feel like that would have worked better.
See, I already missed those part. Like, I was just like, Yeah, it's the time of Conan, I guess.
Because this was like, it says something like in between the fall of Atlantis or something. Like it sets it up around that time. But I felt like it should have been like just vague, maybe not even Earth.
Yeah.
Which I think the original Conan the Barbarians is kind of not Earth, but I don't know. So you see some slow-mo mercenaries, and then you cut to the first Arnie pose. Just muscles bulging, grip on the big
looking roided out,
just kneeling in this power pose, but kneeling with the big ass sword. And then I thought I was gonna be more annoyed by this character, but he's right next to what was his name, Malak or something. I thought I was gonna be super annoyed by him, but I actually found him endearing by midway through the movie.
Yeah, he was chill.
The mercenaries surround him. Apparently they robbed someone and they thought it was the people that they robbed, but this was the queen's guard or like mercenaries, probably a good word for them. But there's this very improvised fight. All the fights seem very improvised. There's a point where they're trying to grab Conan and Malak and they have like a big net. And there's a point where I feel like they wanted Arnold to cut the net in half with the sword. And that doesn't happen.
Yes, it didn't.
And it just cut right away. Like, nope, never mind. Conan kills a bunch, and finally the queen reveals herself. She does like a little thing with or the Bombata does a little thing with like a whistling thing. And the queen has a proposition for Conan. She needs this princess escorted somewhere, and what do you desire? And there's this kind of trippy, I like this little sorcery looking scene that Conan goes into a trance and sees his beloved, and he's like, I want her back. And the queen is, you sure? I can do that. Spoilers. She can't or won't.
No. Shocker. One thing I want to talk about with the queen here, and I need you to look this up on your side. I need you to look up a bleaching cap, because her hair looked as if she had a bleaching cap on, but then they braided the sections that are pulled out of the cap.
Wait. Oh. Yeah. I feel like all of the choices. The wardrobe. Yeah. It looks like that.
Yeah.
It feels... I do appreciate this, but it feels in the Star Wars tradition, reused shit. Like, famously, I've told you, Episode 1, Phantom Menace, the Jedi Communicator is just a women's racer. They barely did anything to it. They just painted it silver. So I feel like there's a lot of that here too.
Yeah. So
Conan agrees and they go to the Queen's Fortress. A very cool entrance, very cool special effects. I very simple. This has this force perspective. But I think this is also near Samalayuca, where my hometown is. So Juarez is Juarez, and then Samalayuca is the whole desert area. So I'm gonna say that word. I think it's around there. But I did enjoy the entrance and the sets. I was impressed by the sets. I came in thinking it was gonna be janky TV Doctor Who type of sets, but they were pretty big. They were epic. I think this movie could have been so good. There were elements where it was the script. That script was the thing that kind of fucked it up.
Yeah.
And the pacing. But yeah, really cool entrance, really cool sets. None of the wardrobe or makeup or anything makes sense for the time. But it looked cool.
God, the Queen's eyeshadow in that first scene goes so hard.
So hard. You also see some peacocks around. Reminded me of the poor peacock. Hey, the 80s love the peacocks. I don't know.
Yeah, tracks.
Well, we gotta start a peacock watch. We get introduced to the god. What you said his name?
Dagoth.
The
god of dreams.
Fucking hot.
Yeah.
That statue was hot.
Dagoth can get it.
Which I guess was the point, because reality, the real Dagoth was not hot. Or maybe. I don't know what you're into. Okay,
so one of the deleted scenes, apparently, because they got to secure a PG rating. And I'll talk about the other scenes as they come up, apparently. But Sarah Douglas, who I think is the one, she plays the Queen. Actually, I'll just say all the scenes. Several scenes involving her character were cut, including a sex scene with Conan. That would have gone hard. Her slapping Bombata, a virgin sacrifice, and the seduction of a statue.
I don't know what this says about me, but I want those scenes in here.
I think it would be such a better movie with these scenes in. I fully agree with you.
Cut some other scenes out.
Yeah.
There's some scenes that just go on forever. Cut those out. Put the sex scenes in.
Yeah.
Also, the way you describe him, how is that an R? Like, how explicit was the sex scene? Because I don't know how much of an R was it.
Yeah.
I will point
No
out,
clue.
there was no PG-13. You went from PG to R.
This is so crazy. I have to keep reminding myself of that. Like, it is truly nuts.
Yeah. So I think this, in more modern times, would have been a PG-13 with the sex scenes in it.
Mm.
I don't think it would be an R. I don't know how much explicit, but yeah, that would have been better. But you have the queen kind of fondling the statue.
I guess she did more in the deleted scene.
No, I have questions about the statue anatomy now. Because it moved a little bit, the statue, at the end. And anyway, it's the ancient times vibrator. Then we get introduced to the princess. She's having a nightmare. Bombata is right next to her, trying his darnest to act. That basketball player.
Everybody is trying to act in this movie. The only person who I don't think is actually trying to act is the queen.
I'm not just never thought he was pretty good for this. I really enjoy drunk Conan. But yeah, the queen is there, Bombata is there. The princess has a dream. I thought it was gonna be like a prophetic dream or something, but they never explained. She just, I guess, had a nightmare. And then we get a bunch of exposition dump of the queen's evil secret plan, Chalker, is to sacrifice the princess after she gets the key that only she can touch. And then they're gonna bring back Dagoth after that happens. All of this, she's saying it to Bombata right there and then. Why? Because the script said so. We needed to know.
Do we know what she plans on doing with Dagoth? Did I miss that?
I think it was just destroy of the world or whatever. It's one of those like, yeah, we're going to destroy the world and we're going to rule with it, blah, 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 blah. Oh, by the way, I did know that Conan keeps punching animals because he did punch a camel.
A horse! What the hell?
He punched so many animals.
That was crazy.
But yeah, they got their mission. Conan doesn't know that Prince is gonna get sacrificed. They're back in Samalayuca, back in my hometown. Also wild to think that I was alive and nearby.
Yeah,
I was around.
They could have picked you up.
I was a 1-year-old
adventure.
Yeah, I know, little baby.
Yeah.
Bombata's look is pretty wild. I love it.
Yeah,
with all the spikes and everything. But yeah, they're on full on fur coats in the middle of the desert. Except Conan, flying cloth.
Yeah, because like Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah.
Very like boy-centric, right?
Yeah.
Like it was advertised for boys, like men. Low-key kind of gay. I'll say it.
Yes. I mean, have you seen Top Gun?
I haven't actually.
Oh, you need to watch specifically the beach ball scene. Full on homoerotic, not even hiding it.
God, I think this is my prediction. The next 10 to 20 years, people are going to remake things like Conan and Top Gun and like make them fully gay. Like he did Rivalry gay, right? And like be like, this is what it should have been.
You know what? I just want sex back in the movies.
Bring sex back into movies.
I'm fucking tired of, oh no, everything is platonic. I mean, it's a pendulum. It swings. I remember in the 90s, I was like, just sex in the movies. I was like, okay, here comes a sex scene. All right, let's get over it. Okay, fine. Back to the plot. But now it's like, just give me a hot kiss. It's something. A little bit.
Yeah. Make movies have sex again.
Make movies horny again. Have we not learned from the 1999 movies?
You know somebody who always has sex in their movie? Maybe not always, but consistently has sex? Christopher Nolan. Sometimes too much. And I'm like, sir.
I was thinking, I don't think Christopher Nolan appears in his movies having sex, but yeah, all right.
Yeah, he doesn't. But you know what? He does put sex in his movies.
Does he?
Yeah, like there's one like so out of pocket in Oppenheimer.
See, I think this is how much yearning, I'm not going to say your generation have for sex. Because I don't think there's too much sex. I feel like that's base level. I don't remember a sex scene in Inception or in Interstellar. Interstellar is one of my favorite movies ever.
I feel like there has to be one in Inception.
I don't think there was. Maybe, but I don't remember it.
No, there's one specific scene in Oppenheimer where Florence Pugh, as her character, I don't remember who her character was, but Oppenheimer's wife is watching him like testify, and she pictures Florence Pugh's character basically writing him. And I remember Samuel had so much beef with that. He was like, why the fuck did they do that? And I'm like, you have beef with this? That's crazy.
Yeah, your generation.
I know. Prudes.
That was part of the plot. Like that was just to I remember that now. That was kind of just to heighten what was happening. I want this makes no sense sex. I want to like
you want heated rivalry.
Yeah, which I've been watching. It's great.
You have been?
Yeah,
I haven't watched it yet. Actually, I just know so much about it.
Also, it's good. The first 2 episodes is a lot of head bobbing and slurping. Let's put it that way.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And then by the 3rd, you get more character arcs, and you can introduce like it's more of like, oh, okay, this is the story. All right.
Yeah.
It's a story now.
Porn with plot, you know?
Yeah. Also, there's for any nerd out there, there's a Dropout reference.
That's really funny.
Game Changer is a contest show in Dropout, and the original. I this is not my. I didn't see this. I saw this somewhere. The original book of Heated Rivalry, it was called Game Changers. So in one scene in a cafe, there's the Game Changer TV show logo in the background.
Aww,
and it's cute. It's very subtle, but it's there. So yeah, they're nerds in that production. So they're on their way.
Yeah.
back to Conan. They're just like traveling. They're traveling. Yeah, this is a campaign. Because when you're in a campaign, you travel a lot and you have random encounters.
Yeah.
And this is kind of a random encounter. Well, kind of, because Conan says, we need magic. There's going to be magic. We need a wizard. So he goes and picks up Akito. It's the name, right?
I think so.
Yeah, Akito. And I forget that was Uncle Iroh. I'm going to cry a little bit. And Uncle Iroh, I'm just going to call him Uncle Iroh.
Yeah.
It's almost been eaten by the unfortunately portrayed cannibals. For an 80s movie, I was expecting more racism.
I was a little shocked.
And like, this was pretty much it.
Yeah.
Like, because even Grace Jones, there wasn't anything about her race, or there was a little bit about her gender, like being a woman warrior, but it was more empowering than anything else.
Yeah.
But yeah, like this was like the most. This is not aged well part of this movie.
Yeah.
So Conan rescues Akito. So now they have a wizard. I did enjoy a lot the Malak and Akito friendship rivalry.
Yeah.
Heated rivalry. No. It's so weird for me to say Malak. Because Malak is a Sith Lord in Knights of the Old Republic. So to me, Malak is like an evil Sith Lord name, which, to your point, it's a very Star Wars name. So they pick up Akito. They're riding. And then random encounter. They're like in a random village or something. And they just see Zula, Grace Jones, tied up, fighting a bunch of people. Conan does the bare minimum to help Zula.
Yeah.
And then Zula just owes her life to him.
Says no.
Yeah. Because spoilers, Bumbata's a bad guy. I like how Conan kept like, why do you do that? And then he ignores it. And then he like keeps giving the side eye. So they rescue Zula. And then Zula, well, the princess was like, please help her. And Conan was like, all right, fine. Does the bare minimum. Leave. Zula, great face acting by Grace Jones. Like the yells, all of it, amazing. I even wrote down
Amazing.
She goes after them. She's like, I want to join you. Obviously, Bombata doesn't want her in with them because his mission is to kill Conan, and he doesn't want more people helping Conan. Because before, Conan did a smart thing. Before it was just Conan and Malak, Bombata was like, yeah, I can take them. But then the wizard joined, and then now Zula joined. So now Bumbata has to get a little bit more crafty. They finally arrive pretty quickly, I thought, to the wizard's fortress in the middle of a lake. Very Fortress of Solitude, Superman type thing. And you see the most 80s wizard ever. Really bad makeup. And they get to the edge of the lake, and they decide to camp. Conan's like, we'll go in the morning. They decide to camp. There was nobody watching. Somebody failed their perception check. Because usually you have, in a long rest, someone watching. And everyone was sleeping. This is a D&D campaign. Like, it really is. And I really like this effect. I really enjoy the hand-drawn animation of the wizard turning into this pterodactyl type thing. And the pterodactyl kind of swoops in, grabs the princess. Nobody notices. She's still asleep. Gets carried away, and then puts her in the bed. And I was worried about what was going to happen, because one of the things that the queen said that she needs to be a virgin. to get sacrificed. And I'm like, and the wizard said something creepy and like, oh no, please don't go there. They didn't, but I was worried. Finally, everyone woke up and Conan was like, what's going on? And Uncle Iroh has some really cool hand spell thingies that he does. I like how they do magic. So he said, she was carried on by a smoke bird or something. And they're all, and then they go off in this very green screen boat to the fortress. They infiltrate, they go in, they swim. They kind of get separated, and Conan goes into this glass room where the wizard was. I didn't quite get that the wizard transformed into the monster, but this is kind of cool effect that Conan is in the middle, and then you just see a red hooded robe around, not the Little Red Riding Hood, but another red hooded robe, and then they all just kind of walk into it and then become one. And then you get the big boss, the first one, big boss fight. The makeup bothered me so much. It just looked like a Halloween mask.
Yeah.
It was not great. But they have this fight. There was a little bit of homoerotic things happening in this fight.
Yeah, I agree.
There was a point where the monster had Arnie on the back, kneeled, and what's going on over there?
A little suspicious.
And then, yeah, you get the puzzle of the D&D encounter, and you have to destroy the glass. Why did you have this fight in the middle of just mirrors around, and that's your weak point?
Nuts.
Sure. But also in the fight, that's the meme. Have you seen this meme? It's kind of.
I think so.
Hold on. It's so stupid.
I have never seen this.
Speaking of making movie hornies again.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is where that's from. That's so stupid. So Conan finds the weak spot, which is the glasses that surrounds all of the layer of the bad guy. Why? I don't know.
Yeah.
I never got the sense that he had to hit the correct mirrors, because Conan's companions were in one mirror. Why didn't Bombada just break down the mirror? We don't know, because he did that eventually. There could have been like a little scene or something where the wizard puts a spell that makes those mirrors more resistant, and Bombada couldn't do it until he was dead or something. But they just tried to lift the thing or do like wizardy hand signals to it, and it didn't happen. But Conan starts destroying the mirrors. That cuts the monster. Finally has 2 mirrors left, and Conan's like, which one should I do? And one mirror has the companion, the other mirror has the wizard. How did that happen? I don't know. Because before this, Conan just seemed to just whacking mirrors left and right with like no rhyme or reason.
Yeah, just
But he finds the correct one.
That was by far my favorite moment in this movie, whenever he's looking at the one that all of his like friends are in, and they're like, no. I was like, oh, okay, now we're cooking. And then like that was the only like truly enjoyable part of the movie.
While what the wizard was wearing, I because this was done in Mexico, I suspect that this is literally a luchador outfit. Like he has a Mexican eagle on it. Like it's just a luchador outfit.
That's really funny.
So Conan kills the wizard. Mubata and the team and the friends go in, and then the crystal, or actually the wizard touches the crystal, and then he explodes because I think only the girl could touch the crystal, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, the princess grabs the crystal. She's the only one that can touch the keys, like a key. Did you understand that the mission was to get the key and then go for the horn and then go back to the castle? Because I thought it was just the key. I think they forgot to mention the horn.
I think they did, because I was like, wait, they got the key. We're only halfway into the movie. What?
Yeah. I'm like, oh, something's going to happen. They're going to lose it, or the princess is going to get kidnapped or whatever. But no, they needed to go somewhere else to get the horn. I didn't get that.
No.
So, yeah.
2-part mission.
Yeah. They leave the castle, it implodes, and they're again in the forest. And then they get ambushed by other Queen's Guard. They should have at least camouflaged themselves or something. Yeah. Bombata is doing nothing because obviously he knows. And they're trying to kill Conan and friends. Zula does her Zula things. And then there's this face-off between Conan and this main guy. I thought he was going to be bigger because the actor is a known actor. He is in other things in the 80s. I think he was like one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's buddies. But there was kind of this was that anime JoJo Bizarre Adventure. It just poses. Arnold kept making pose, strike. It was great. I enjoyed it. It did throw me off that Arnold had a vest at this point. Like, when did that happen? When did he put out the vest?
Why now?
Yeah, Conan kills the main guy. Bombata is a little suspicious, or acting suspiciously, rather. He attacks Conan, and Conan's like, what the hell? And, I thought you were going to hurt the princess. Conan's like, all right. He's suspicious of Bombata, but what does Conan do next? He gets really, really drunk.
Because that is a wise decision.
I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this campfire drunkenness little scene. Yeah, everything about the scene was cute, except like trying to fill up Zula, because that also happened.
I definitely think they got together at the end of this movie.
100%.
Sure.
After this, yeah, because they're working together. He's the fool, and she's the queen's guard. Also, he's so scared. Did you get the sense that all of Malek's dialogue was ADR? Like,
no, I only got that sense with
Arnold,
Conan, and Arnold. Yeah,
definitely Arnold. But I feel like also wild to think that this is the same year that Terminator came out.
He was booked and busy.
Yeah, well, this is where he kind of got big.
Yeah, that makes sense.
With Terminator. But yeah, they're in the campfire. The princess is, not yearning, but because she has a little crush on Conan.
She has a big crush.
He just has a big crush, which makes sense because apparently the only man that she's ever looked at was Bombata.
Yeah.
Conan was kind of not cute, but I get it. Young Conan. Conan is very drunk. It's a young Conan, young Arnold, but also young Conan. And there's a back and forth. He's like, I want my princess, my kingdom. And the princess is like, well, I could be the princess if I'm a princess warrior. I did like when Conan said, because the princess asked Conan about his beloved that passed away. And Conan's like, oh, she's like Zula. She doesn't look like Zula, but she's like a warrior. She's amazing. And I like that comparison that, now I get why Conan kind of fell for Zula. And kind of let her in. So I like that. And then the princess go ask Zula how to be a warrior. There's some like light training with the stick. And then Conan said, no, grab the sword. And I really like when the moment that the princess grabs the sword, it just falls to the floor. So heavy. Because of course it is.
Relatable.
I cannot imagine how tiny you would look next to Arnold Schwarzenegger. 80s Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
I think you would be the size of his thigh.
Yeah, that would be nuts.
And that pretty much all that happens this night. It's just kind of nothing happens. There's a fun thing where Conan bumps into, I thought it was a trunk of a tree, but no, it's just Bombata standing, and then just got to the next day. Why didn't Bombata kill Conan right there and then? I don't know.
Would make a lot of sense.
So easy.
Truly believe that he was gonna have a redemption. That he was gonna save her.
I'm glad he didn't.
I know, I'm glad he didn't either.
But for a second, me too.
Shocked.
Yeah. For a second, me too. Then we cut to the next day. They're riding. I thought they were riding back to the castle, but no, they're going to the second location, which we just found out. I don't think anyone mentioned it before this. I truly believe they forgot to mention it. For a movie that it was just expo dump after expo dump, they didn't say the second part of the mission.
Yeah, they just cut that.
So the princess is still kind of asking about Arnold, and they have the talk. Malek and the princess. I thought that was really cute too. Malek's like, well, they joined, how?
He was stressing.
He was sweating, and it wasn't because of the desert. Then they get to this little grotto, and they go between some rocks, and they see the next location, kind of castle in the middle of nowhere. This is the dungeon of the D&D campaign. Arnold kind of questions the princess about how does she know where they're going, and she's like, I just know. Also, would have been nice to know that she was kind of leading it.
Yeah, it wasn't very clear.
No. They go into the dungeon. Again, there's some nice hand waving with the wizard, and it sparks the torch. I like that effect. And this is where, honestly, I was looking at my phone, so I missed a few of the steps. Because I looked down, and then they were inside the thing. But yeah, Bombata and Conan lift a big heavy door, and Malak just jams it with a switch or whatever. And then they go into this chamber There's some fire magic happening with the key. This is where the key comes in play. And the princess goes through the flame because she can. And then she grabs the horn, which we apparently is very important, but we didn't know about it.
Yeah. It's a crucial element of the story.
Yeah. They go out and then they see, I guess, the guardians of this place. I thought they were the princess's guard because they dress exactly like them.
Yeah, me too.
There should have been another color scheme or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have this very awkward standoff because it was really bad acting by everyone. Yeah, the bang wizard looking old dude from the Guardians does a clingy thing with his wrists and they all attack. They fall back to the fiery place. Bombata tries to leave Conan outside, but he pulls the lever and the door starts closing. Conan kind of last minute gets in, and then they go, Bombata and the princess go through like a little crevice behind the thing, and then they're all going through this little tunnel, and Bombata caves it in. I think this is where finally Conan gets wise and realizes that Bombata is working against them.
Mm-hmm.
The princess, no clue. Because the princess and Bombata get out, and she's like, where's the rest of the guys? And she's like, oh, they're right behind us. Don't worry about it. It's fine. So they leave, and then finally Conan and the rest of the party get out. What happened to the other guards? I don't know. They just left. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
And then this is where they're like, okay, Bombata. I don't know how Conan got the plot of the whole movie, but he's like, clearly the princess is going to get sacrificed. And Bombata...
No, because remember Akira, like when they're in the temple, he starts reading all the engravings, and he was like, oh my god, they're going to sacrifice her.
That's right.
So,
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. See, I was looking at my phone.
Yeah, I was too. I just have the Wikipedia plot summary here, so...
Yeah. And then Conan summarizes the whole thing. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. You should have attacked Bombata right there and then, but whatever.
Yeah, no, missed opportunity for sure.
So they decide to go and rescue the princess. Malak was like, oh, yeah, no, we know what happened to the guard. Because Malak was like, I'm not going there. We're not going to make money out of it. And then he sees all the guards. All right, I can go. You need me. He got great timing. I like this. I like Malak. Then we got to the queen. There's this ritual, gives the princess a spiked drink. I thought it was poison, but I guess not. I don't know what it was in it. I guess just to make her more docile or something. Because the princess is very chill about being sacrificed.
Yeah, they like have a blade to her throat and she is not reacting.
No.
Her aunt says, kill her. No reaction.
I forgot she was her aunt.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Weird little wrinkle. Like, why?
Yeah.
Stepdaughter would have been better. I don't know. Even daughter.
That might have been too cliche, but...
Yeah. We're worried about being cliche in this
You're
movie.
right. My bad. My bad.
Yeah, this very grounded movie.
Yeah.
They're doing the whole ritual. Malak is guiding. Is it Malak is guiding them through the tunnels? I think. Because he said like, oh, my cousin, sister, brother or something was escaping. He keeps saying that. Like, that makes no sense. They call it out, which I thought was funny. Mm-hmm. There's some bars where they used to get in. Immediately, I'm like, oh, Conan's going to bend the bars. Obviously, it's going to happen. We get some muscles and some bending. And the ritual is happening. I like the whole sneaking in and Conan distracting the guards. That's not like D20, natural 20 after natural 20. That was great like luck by the players.
Funny.
Also good strategy by the players. Good job, players. Did you see the latest Dungeons and Dragons movie?
Mm-mm.
It felt very similar to this, that it was very much someone's playing this and we were just watching it. Which apparently the finale of Stranger Things did the same thing, that the whole thing was a campaign or something. Spoilers, I haven't seen the final one. I have no interest.
Yeah, I've never watched Stranger Things.
It's fine. You don't have to.
Yeah.
They finally infiltrate the whole thing, and then Bombata confronts Conan. And that's the face of Conan and Bombata. And then Zula, Malak, and Akira are all going to rescue the princess. Zula does a great spear throw against the main priest.
Mm-hmm.
And she's a baddie. Rescues the princess. They all start fighting. Yeah, the evil queen aunt starts yelling, kill her. After a while, finally, Conan defeats Bombata. It wasn't a great fight. I was expecting better, but yeah. What I wasn't expecting was this great dragon costume animatronic looking thing. Like, oh, this is where the budget went to.
Yeah.
This isn't the sets, but this was great puppetry.
Well, that was Andre the Giant.
That was Andre the Giant. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because I keep forgetting the name of
Dagoth.
Dagoth. It's an easy name.
Lock in.
I know. Because I like that Dagoth in the statue form was this very hot guy.
Yeah.
And then the real Dagoth is this monster.
A
which
swamp
makes sense.
monster.
Yeah, literally.
Dagoth looks like he's from Dagobah.
Boo. But yes.
Thank you.
He's a Minoc. He's definitely a Minoc.
Sure.
Don't worry. Yeah. Yeah, because there's a transformation from the statue with the horn. They put the horn in the statue, and then now it's the big dragon-looking thing. And Conan and the dragon are fighting. Akito is like, his horn is his life. And Conan...
We know why the queen wanted the horn there. Let's be honest. Come on.
I mean, with that sex scene that was deleted...
Yeah.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say I'm surprised there's not a Conan dildo, but there's definitely one around
For sure.
Yeah, like I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I'm not gonna look it up,
Thank
but
God.
there's one outside. Yeah, so Conan rips very gooey, very cool effect, very gross, and defeats the dragon. Well, it takes a while for the dragon to die.
Mm-hmm.
I keep calling it a dragon. It's a dragon, right? I mean, it's a monster, but it's kind of a dragon.
Yeah, it's a monster.
So yeah, there's a whole thing, and then Conan kills the dragon, stabs him, and then Malak goes and stabs him. Like again, why not?
Yeah.
And then you get the obligatory finale, the medal ceremony.
I really fucked with this scene.
Very Star Wars. Very Star Wars.
Yeah.
Amazing dress that the princess, now queen, I guess, has. Yeah. I wish I could have. I mean, this movie was a little long. For an hour and 40, not even 2 hour long movie, this felt really long.
This could have been a 60-minute movie.
But I do wish we had a little more background on like what happened to the princess' mom. Mm-hmm. I'm guessing the evil queen killed her sister or something, but I don't know. It felt like this world could have been a little bit more filled. The queen assigns the new positions to the party. It's weird that everyone looked at Conan for his approval, and Conan was like, "Yes, it's fine." But he is royalty. Yeah, Conan is like a prince. So, and
I guess they were technically like his party. You know?
Yeah.
She like kind of stole his people.
Yeah, and they were fine. I mean, I would have stayed also.
Oh my God, yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, Zula and Malak are definitely getting together after this.
Yeah. So
yeah, because Queen assigns Zula the Queen's Guard, Malak the Fool, Akito the Wizard. Everyone's happy. Everyone's chill with it. Everyone that was fighting them a few hours earlier, cool.
Yeah. They said respect.
Yep. Awkward kiss. And then we cut to in the future.
The kiss is so awkward. It looks like she's assaulting him. Like, that's how awkward the kiss is.
You're not wrong. That's so funny.
His lips don't, like, they move like a little bit. But his lips are totally flat.
Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't want to do this.
No. Which is fair. She was 15. He was 30-something.
37 or 38? He was almost 40. I didn't know that Conan got famous. I mean, not late in life, but, you know. Mm-hmm. I thought he landed like Terminator and all those in his 20s, but no, he was almost 40.
Crazy.
My dad compared himself to Conan, to Arnold. Because my dad said like he's in his fitness journey and he's not drinking. I mean, good for him and all that. And we started talking about, I mentioned Conan, we watched Conan, and he's like, oh yeah, like Arnold. I mean, we're kind of the same now. Like, sure.
You are your father's son.
You're not wrong. Yeah, my dad's like, I don't look that old though. Yeah, my dad is 67 or 68.
How old were your parents when they had you? Like 20?
25, 24. Yeah. I'm not 50, Casey.
I know. Wait, how old is your dad again?
67, I think.
It's crazy that our parents are so close in age when we are so far apart in age.
You keep saying that, but you act older than me. You act my age, actually. You're an old lady. You are an old lady. In some ways, we're very similar, but in other ways, oh yeah, you're 15 years younger than me.
Yeah.
Let's finish this movie.
Oh yeah, sorry.
And then cut to Conan the Conqueror, Conan the Legend of Conan. I want this movie.
The coldest shot of all time.
I want this movie. the lighting,
I was a little disappointed when I realized that this wasn't this
the
never came out.
wardrobe, yeah. Like it's cool.
So cool.
Yeah. If only there was a comic book about it. There is, spoilers. But again, I don't know. I don't think any comic book, please someone correct me, but I don't think any comic book, graphic novel or whatever came out of this version of Conan. I think we just have the pulpy one. I am reading I think Italian graphic novel. They might be Spanish or Italian. But it's called Dragonero, Dragon Slayer, and it's very much this. It's very pulpy. It's a D&D campaign, but it's great. Anyway, that's how we end the movie, with a promise that never happened. We got some spin-off after that. We got Red Sonja. We got some other things, but I think you said that in 10 years they'll remake this one, but I think it's happening sooner because we're gonna get He-Man soon, which looks amazing. It looks a little too Marvel, Thor, Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't like that it starts in Earth and then goes to He-Man world. I always thought it was too separate. He-Man movie, there's a He-Man movie from the 80s too. That's great. But I think that type of high fantasy, let's just not be embarrassed about wearing ridiculous disguises type of movies are going to start happening again. And I enjoy that. So how do you feel, Casey?
I'm here.
Are you ready to do awards?
Yeah.
Let's do awards. Got 3 awards. Best actor ever, worst actor ever, best scene ever. Casey, best actor ever.
Sarah Douglas as Queen Taramis.
Sure.
Tiramisu.
Really? That surprises Queen Tiramisu, yes. That surprises me a little bit. I forgot. I thought she was hamming it up. I mean, it's a hammy movie, but
yeah.
I thought
she was serving. I thought she was slaying it. I was like, I wanted more of her.
Okay. I like that. It left you kind of wanting more. Okay, I like it. I'm gonna give it to Mako, Uncle Iroh.
Yeah.
/ Aku. I think he was great. I would give it to Tracy Walter Malak also. I like those two a lot.
Yeah.
I like the companion. Arnold was body acting.
Yeah.
Like his whole like presence was amazing. And he didn't have to do much. But yeah, I'm gonna give it to Mako. Mako / Tracy. I like both of them. Worst actor ever, and why is it Will Chamberlain?
I'm actually not gonna give it to him.
Really?
I hate to pit women.
No. Oh.
I hate to pit women against each other, but Olivia d'Abo as Princess Jenna.
Yeah.
She struggled.
She struggled. Yeah. Man, maybe a better actress would have made this movie a little bit better. Because a lot of the movie did rely on her. The script didn't help either.
No.
But yeah, I won't blame you. I won't call you an anti-feminist for this one.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
But unlike you, I am giving this to a man, Will Chamberlain.
That's fair.
He was just big. I don't know. He was just tall and big and imposing. But when they made him talk, there's a reason why he didn't talk that much.
Straight up.
Because, oh man, if she was struggling, he was struggling. Best scene ever. And there are good scenes here.
I will give it to the final scene. I like how she Nepo hires everybody.
Yeah. I mean, they prove themselves.
Yeah, for sure. But it was still
you're
funny.
not wrong. Yeah. I'm going to give it to the camp drunk scene. I thought it was really cute. And I thought the button at the end where he hits Bombada, like a good button.
Yeah.
So yeah, the whole scene could have been super awkward or weird, and it never I felt that camaraderie, and I felt like, oh, it's a real party. So I like that. So Casey, very important question, solely based on this movie. Was 1984 the best year ever for movies?
Absolutely not.
It's hard no for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a yes. I enjoyed it. I don't know. It was a lot of nostalgia. It was a lot of me seeing places I grew up in and seeing the Mexicanness of it. Like, I'm going to show you movies from El Santo, and you're going to find it's similar, like the vibe of it. So I acknowledge it's very biased opinion on my part. But it's fine. What are we going to watch next week?
What are we going to watch next week?
And you have to roll now. Casey, how do we choose the next movie we're going to watch?
So we have a list of the most popular, not the highest reviewed, but the most popular movies from IMDb, top 100. And then we roll. We roll some dice, and then we pick based off of that. Sometimes we roll multiple times. Sometimes we only roll once. Depends on what we're feeling. It's rigged.
It's rigged.
It's all a lie.
It's all lies. We did get some feedback from one of our patrons, our only patron, and that they would like to have some choice on what we could watch for next time.
Nice.
And maybe we put up a poll on 2 or 3 movies,
Yeah.
so they can choose what to watch.
I
So
love that.
if you would like to have some power over us
Mm-hmm.
and maybe some merch in the near future,
Yeah.
please consider be our Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also considering going live when I edit things. Do people enjoy watching people edit and do things?
I think that might go hard on TikTok.
All right, let's roll. 32 Starman. Ooh, Jeff Bridges. Okay, I've never seen this movie, but the plot is Jeff Bridges is an alien that it's like a formless type of alien that takes the form of a person to be able to interact here with humans, but he happens to take the form of the dead husband of the girl, and she has to deal with the grief of losing her husband, but also looking at someone who looks exactly like the husband, but is an alien. And it's like a road trip movie.
That sounds pretty interesting.
But I don't know which one's better. Do you want to flip for it?
Both have 83% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's really funny.
Interesting. Do you want to do Starman?
Yeah, let's do Starman.
Let's do Starman. All right, we got 32 Starman. Jeff Bridges playing an alien. How close to the dude do you think Jeff Bridges is going to be?
What do you mean?
The dude from The Big Lebowski. That's fine. That's fair. This is a Gen X thing. This is a all millennial / Gen X bit. But Jeff Bridges is Jeff Bridges playing the dude in most of his movies, mostly after the dude. So I feel like that, like you hear Jeff Bridges, like that's the dude, right? Except in Iron Man. Iron Man, he played another character. But yeah, I'm excited to see a young Jeff Bridges. I hope we get The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai across the 8th dimension soon. If not, we're just gonna watch it because we gotta watch that movie. But next week we're gonna watch Starman, starring Jeff Bridges as an alien. Till next time, bye.
Bye. If you had to cast Conan the Barbarian, Destroyer, Conqueror with a modern day actor, who would you choose? Let us know by finding us at Best Year Ever Pod on Instagram and YouTube and leaving a comment, or you can send us an email at bestyeareverpod@gmail.com. And while you're at it, give us a like, leave a rating, and go subscribe on all your preferred podcast listening platforms. Also, don't forget to check out our Patreon and check out our merch while you're at it. Bye!